So I've got pork rib in the pan, and I've got steak that I'm going to eat this morning. I spoke to a friend of mine. He's concerned about weight loss stall. There's certain things that you need to know. Go and watch video Q58 on my frequently asked question playlist. Click the photo profile. You'll find my playlist as well as my YouTube channel and blog link, carnivoreweight.blogspot.com. Check out video number 123 about the thyroid. Very important video. If you do a full hormonal panel, your thyroid can absolutely hold you back, but doctors are missing certain things about the thyroid. Anyway, my friend was asking about bacon, and he's eating societies, and he's eating pork chops, fatty pork chops, and he said it's a concern. He's not losing weight. He lost 15 kilos, but suddenly he did not lose a gram in a month. So yes, you can be in a weight loss stall, and it's not the end of the world, because your body can be busy healing. There can be certain processes of healing going on that you are not aware of, and you can go in a weight loss stall. Check out video Q38 on my playlist about weight loss stall. So societies, be mindful of societies. Don't buy it. Don't eat it. They are processed, they are smoked, they are full of sugar, and it's not good for you. It can absolutely take you out of ketosis, which you want to be in. Now, a weight loss stall can sometimes be long. Kelly Hogan, for instance, I've got a lot of videos of Kelly Hogan, video 121, you can check out as well, where she talks about that on my blog. She went into a weight loss stall for 6 months. And imagine she quit the carnivore diet. Then she wouldn't be a 12-year carnivore today. And you can check Kelly Hogan out. She lost a lot of weight. She was obese. And today you can check her on TikTok, Kelly Hogan. But anyway, processed meat, yeah, it's sometimes good to cut it out. Bacon. Brett Lloyd eat a lot of bacon. So bacon, Brett Lloyd say he's a thankful carnivore. It's video number 6 on my blog. He say it does not affect him. But of course you can tweak your carnivore diet. You can cut certain things out for a while and see how your body does. Maybe it's just a thing that you need to do. There's a lot to say about pork fat. I eat a lot of fat. I mean, I've got pork rib that I eat currently with my red meat every day, in the morning and in the evening. So I eat it like that because I want the fat. I need the fat. So if you overeat on fat, you can absolutely gain weight. If you eat too much fat, it can help you to gain weight, if that is your goal. But to talk about pork fat, there's a lot to say about pork fat. There's some people that say, especially grain-fed pork fat is not good for you because it's got slightly higher unsaturated fat. And they have a story about that. I never make videos about that. I don't care about that too much. Again, it's that small percentage. Would I rather eat something else, like a high carbohydrate diet with a lot of seed oil, than the cheapest pork meat that I can find? No, I would rather eat the cheapest pork meat that I can find, and it's really cheap. I bought that pork rib for, I think, 54 Rand a kilo. So this is very, very cheap. I've got some of it here in the fridge still. And yeah, so but you can experiment with it. If you feel that you need to tweak your carnivore diet, cut some fat out, do it. But be mindful not to cut out too much fat out of your carnivore diet, because you need fat for energy. And if you don't eat enough fat, you can start to crave again for other things. You can crave for sweet things, for instance, because you will need energy. So fat helps you to have energy. And of course, the fat of red meat, I would say, is better than pork fat, in my opinion. But the problem is, if you look at the type of cuts that I buy, and this again is very affordable meat. I bought it for a C-grade club steaks. I think it was 86 Rand a kilo. So it's very cheap, but it's not very fatty. Look at it's very lean. So I have to make it fattier. So that's why I add this fatty pork rib. Yeah, so it's good to experiment with those kinds of things. But check out video Q38. There's certain things that you need to know about weight loss stall. And yeah, video 123 on my blog, carnivoreway.blogspot.com. But just to finish talking about the unsaturated fat that I said a little bit is slightly higher in pork fat. Unsaturated fat in pork, for instance, is not the same as unsaturated fat in seed oils. So it's not that high of a risk. It's very low percentages that you talk about, and it's not the same as unsaturated fats that you can find in canola and seed oil. Those type of unsaturated fats, if you overheat them, become trans fats, and they clog up your cells. And unsaturated seed oil fats make you insulin resistant. Pork unsaturated fat, a little bit of unsaturated fat that is in pork, will not make you insulin resistant. So most of the pork fat is, of course, saturated fat, as is beef fat. It's saturated fats, it's the good fat. So don't let them tell you pork fat is bad. But it was just a question that my friend asked. It's good to know about these things, to consider whether you are eating pork fat or beef fat. Like I said, beef fat, I would say, might be slightly better. But again, what kind of percentage are you talking about? Can you afford fatty beef cuts? I certainly can't. I can't always find them. So I have to make other plans, like eating pork fat, which is much more affordable and sustainable. It's all about sustainability of the carnivore diet. We are reversing insulin resistance with the carnivore diet. Check out video Q9, Q10, and Q11 about prediabetes and insulin resistance. So we are reversing prediabetes with the carnivore diet, and we are reversing insulin resistance. And check it out, Q9, Q10, and Q11 on my frequently asked question playlist. Q5, question 5, is about fats. You can absolutely check that video out as well. So just click the photo profile to find my frequently asked question playlist, or check my frequently asked question playlist on my YouTube or Instagram. The link to that is on the photo profile.